Have you ever felt like you are doing everything right, but something still feels wrong? Maybe you feel tired. Tired of telling people how you feel. Tired of running after others. Tired of all the noise around you. But what if I told you that the answer is not out there? The answer is to be calm. To look inside yourself. Welcome to English Comfortably. This is your cozy space to listen, learn, and grow in English at your own pace. I am Victoria, your host for today. Today, we will talk about how looking after yourself and being quiet can help you change your life. Let's get started. Why do we care so much about what other people think? It feels strange, doesn't it? Isn't this how many of us start the day? We wake up and right away we think about others. What will they think if I do this? What will they say if I make a mistake? Will they laugh? Will they support me? We live like we are on a stage, like we are putting on a show, and the world is the audience. But here is the truth. No one is watching us as much as we think. People are busy thinking about themselves just like you are. So, why do we spend so much energy worrying about what others think of us? Focusing on yourself is not selfish. It means understanding that your life, your growth, and your peace start when you stop letting other people's opinions control you. When you stop caring about the noise outside, you begin to hear your own voice again. But what happens when you become quiet? Silence can feel uncomfortable. At first, we like to talk a lot. We explain, prove, and defend ourselves. But when you choose to be quiet, something strong begins to happen. You start to see the world more clearly. You begin to hear what people really mean when they talk. You start to know who respects you just because you are there and who only respects you when you speak. When you are quiet, you become a little mysterious. People don't know what you are thinking, and that gives you power. Not fake power or trying to control others, but real control inside yourself. You don't react right away. You watch and learn. In that quiet time, your confidence grows quietly. The more quiet you are, the more you see that you don't need to explain your life to others. You just need to keep going. Is it bad to focus only on yourself? Some people might say you have changed. They might say you're cold, distant, or selfish. But the truth is you are focused. You are not ignoring people. You are ignoring things that distract you. You are not quiet because you are lost. You are quiet because you found yourself. You stop chasing talks that don't help. You stop trying to be understood by people who don't want to understand. Focusing on yourself means you finally see your own value. It means you stopped measuring your worth by how useful or fun you are to others. This can scare some people, especially those who liked you better when you doubted yourself. But you don't owe anyone the old you. You can grow. You can protect your peace. And you can stay quiet while you do it. Why do some people talk just to be seen? Have you ever been in a room where someone talks all the time? It's like they are afraid of quiet. Like if they stop talking, they will disappear.
Some people talk to fill space.
Others talk because they feel unsure inside. They think if they talk a lot, they will sound smart, impress others, or fit in. But you don't need to talk just to be seen. You don't have to prove that you matter. Your presence is enough. Your energy, your focus, and your self-respect say more than words ever could. The strongest people I know speak less. But when they speak, their words matter because they learned that quiet is strength. Attention comes to them without asking for it. Can quiet be a superpower?
Yes.
Quiet can be your best tool, not to fight people, but to stop distractions. When you learn to sit with your own thoughts and stop rushing to say everything, you become harder to shake. You protect your energy. You stop joining talks that drain you. You stop reacting to opinions that don't matter. Quiet is not empty. It is clear. It helps you focus, think, and feel calm in a noisy world. People may wonder what you are thinking. Let them wonder. You don't have to share your thoughts with everyone. Let your quiet keep your peace, and let your peace help you grow. Why should you stop explaining yourself all the time? Because every time you explain, you want others to understand you. But not everyone wants to understand. Some people ask questions not to learn, but to judge. Some people want to know details just to talk about them later. Explaining yourself to the wrong people is like watering a dead plant. It uses your energy and leaves you feeling empty. In the end, nothing grows. You are not here to make everyone believe you. You are here to be yourself. From now on, try this. Say less and do more. Let your actions show who you are. Let your progress tell your story. And if someone doesn't understand, that is okay. Your journey is not a group project. It is yours alone. Why is focusing only on yourself not selfish? We grow up thinking putting ourselves first is wrong. We think we must always help others, always be available, and always be kind. But there is a difference between being kind and forgetting yourself. When you focus on yourself, you are not ignoring the world. You are fixing your world inside. You are healing what is broken. You are cleaning the noisy thoughts in your mind. You are learning to be your own friend before being a friend to others. You cannot give to others if your own cup is empty. If you keep giving without filling yourself, you'll feel tired and burn out. So, take care of your peace. Protect your energy. The more full you are inside, the better you can help others and yourself. What happens when you stop reacting to drama? Silence stops drama. Drama lives on because of reactions. It needs attention to stay alive. But when you stop giving it attention, it slowly dies. You do not have to fight every fight. You do not have to answer every insult. You do not have to explain why you are quiet. Sometimes the best answer is no answer at all. Let people talk. Let them guess. Let them wait for a reaction that never comes. That is how you win. That is how you stay in control. That is how you protect your time, your peace, and your mind. Why keep your goals private? Because not everyone will be happy when you succeed. Some people ask what you are doing just to hope you fail. When you keep your goals to yourself, you give them time to grow. You protect them from bad thoughts, judgment, and comparing yourself to others. You keep them special. Say less. Do more. Let your results speak. Let your work show who you are. When you focus on yourself, not on the noise, nothing can stop you. Why do you feel tired around some people? Because not everyone deserves your energy. Some people do not listen. They just wait for their turn to speak. Some people do not care about you. They just want to win or be better. When you are always the one giving advice, help, and attention, you start to feel empty. You feel used. And worst of all, you feel unseen. So, what do? You become quiet. You take your energy back. You stop chasing people who only notice you when they want something. Protect your space. You are not hard to love. You are just done pretending. Why is inner peace louder than words? True peace does not need to prove anything. It just is. You can see it in how someone walks. You can see it in their eyes. It speaks without words. When you stop reacting, stop explaining, and stop pretending, people feel your peace. They may not understand it, but they feel it. That is the magic of silence. It makes people listen even when you say nothing. How can you train your mind to focus only on yourself? Start by noticing how often your mind leaves your life. How often does it think about what others said? How often does it worry about what others think? Now, gently bring your mind back. Take a deep breath. Focus on your breath. Then ask yourself, what do I need right now? You don't need to know their opinion. You don't need to check their page. You don't need their permission. The more you bring your mind back to yourself, the stronger your focus becomes. This is not selfish. This is how you stay safe. Why do some people fear your silence? Because they can't read you anymore. They don't know what you are thinking. They can't guess what you will do. Your silence makes them feel unsure. But that is not your problem. It is their fear. It is not your job to make them feel safe in your silence. You are here to feel safe in your own skin. What can you hear when the world goes quiet? You hear your own voice again. Your real wishes. Your true goals. Not the ones you copied from others. Silence clears the noise. It helps you see what is really yours and what was put on you by others. It gives you space to feel again. In that silence, you meet the real you. And that is where change begins. What happens when you stop looking for approval? Something strong happens. You stop waiting. You stop changing who you are to make others happy. You stop asking, did I do enough? Was that okay? Do they like me? Instead, you start asking better questions. Do I like who I am becoming? Am I proud of myself? Is this true to me? The truth is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to notice your mistakes. So why live for what they think? When you stop chasing approval, you start building true confidence. Not the kind that needs claps and cheers, but the kind that stays even in silence. Why is it okay to outgrow some people? Because growing means changing. And not everyone will walk with you forever. You may want deeper talks, more peace, more meaning, and less drama. But some people still live where you used to be. They may try to pull you back. That is when silence helps. Not because you hate them, but because you are choosing yourself now. You don't owe anyone an explanation for growing. You are not being cold. You are protecting the new you, the one that took time to grow. How do you know you are finally focused on yourself? You stop watching other people's lives like movies. You stop comparing your story to someone else's. You start showing up for your own goals every day. You stop caring who watches. You stop explaining your plans. You stop rushing to get results. You begin to move in a new way, calm, quiet, and steady. And that is the secret. No drama. No noise. Just you and your work. What if they don't understand the new you? Let them not understand. It is not your job to explain to people who only knew your old self.
You are allowed to grow.
You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to change your path. Some people will not like that. They liked the old you who was always there, always sorry, always trying to prove things. But that version is gone. You don't need to convince anyone.
You are better now.
Just be better quietly, strongly, your own way. Sometimes, the best way to protect your peace is to stop trying to explain your choices. Not everyone will understand why you want more quiet time or why you choose to step away from certain people. And that's okay. You don't need to share every reason. You don't need to answer every question. When you stop explaining, you keep your power. You show that your life belongs to you, not to the opinions of others. Also, remember this. Not every door is meant to be opened again. Some friendships, habits, and old ways of thinking must stay in the past. You grow by choosing what feels right now, not what felt right before. It is not mean to move forward. It is not selfish to protect your time and your heart. When you stop reopening old doors, you give yourself more space to build a better future. And in that space, you will find more peace than you ever thought possible. What happens when you follow your own path? You stop running races that are not for you. You stop chasing what is popular. You start building what feels right. You stop acting for others. You start creating for yourself. You stop worrying who is ahead. You start walking with purpose. The moment you stop comparing paths is the moment you make your own path. That is how leaders are made, not from noise, not from trying to get attention. True leaders grow from quiet, strong focus on one thing, becoming their best self. They do not shout about their goals. They do not try to impress everyone. They work calmly, day by day, becoming stronger inside. Their actions speak louder than their words. Why is focusing on yourself and staying silent a mindset for growth? Because when you focus only on yourself, you take your power back. You stop wasting your time and energy on people who drain you. You stop getting pulled into drama and noise that does not help you grow. You come back to your center. You remember who you are. You remember what you want and why you started. In that quiet space, you can think clearly. You can listen to your own heart. You can move forward with calm and purpose. That is how real growth begins, one quiet, focused step at a time. And when you stay silent, you give your progress a safe place to grow. No pressure. No one watching your every move. No one judging what you do. It is just you, your work, and your peace. In this quiet space, you can think more clearly. You can move at your own pace. You can try new things without fear. You can grow in ways that others cannot see yet. And that is good, because some of the best growth happens when no one is watching. This mindset, focus, and silence is how real change happens. No shortcuts. No need to show off. No need to prove anything to anyone. Just quiet, steady inner work that brings real results. The kind of change that lasts. The kind of change that makes you stronger on the inside and calmer on the outside. You do not have to tell everyone about your goals. You do not have to post about every small win. Just keep going. The results will speak for themselves in time. You do not have to be loud to make a difference. You do not have to shout your progress to the world. Sometimes the strongest growth happens in silence. The most beautiful changes are the ones that happen slowly, quietly, deep inside you. The kind of growth that does not need attention to be real. The kind of growth that helps you live a better life for yourself and for the people you love. If you are listening to this and thinking, yes, now is the time to focus only on myself and stay silent, then know this. You are making a wise choice. You're not being selfish. You are being careful and strong. You are choosing peace. You are choosing focus. You are choosing real progress, the kind that matters most. Let the world keep talking.
You do not need to answer.
You have things to build, things that will take time and care. You have healing to do, healing that can only happen in quiet moments. You have a future that needs your full attention. Do not let anyone or anything pull you away from it. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope these words help you feel strong and calm. Stay strong. Stay silent. Stay focused. Remember, you've got this, and I believe in you.